Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome to AdamMcKola TV. I am Adam. This is the preview for AC Milan, Manchester United in the Europa League. The tie is hanging in the balance. And this preview is sponsored by Stereo. Stereo is an absolutely amazing podcasting type app. And I'll be telling you more about Stereo a little bit later on in the show. So thank you to the guys over at Stereo for sponsoring us here on AdamMcKola TV today. But what have we got in store for you? I hear you ask. We have got loads in store for you. As I said, the tie is hanging in the balance at 1-1. But Manchester United have been boosted by some early team news. Trouble is, so have AC Milan. So we'll be getting stuck into all of that. My predicted 11. We'll be looking at the opposition, how they fared on the weekend. Heads up, they lost against Napoli. And we'll also be talking about how important a trophy is to Manchester United and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer this season. Is the Europa League a priority? Should we be going all out for it? Or should we take our focus on it and keep it domestic? We'll be looking at that too in this show. So make sure you're keeping it locked, liking, commenting, sharing and subscribing. And of course, clicking that link in the description below for stereo.com/AdamMcKola. And I'm going to tell you why you need to be on Stereo right now. So as I said, Stereo was sponsoring the preview today, and the Stereo app is absolutely amazing. I've been using it over the last couple of weeks to do little podcasts. So what you do is you download the app. It's absolutely free. Then you create your avatar, which can look like you, don't have to look like you. Mine, I think, it does look a little bit like me. So you can create your avatar guy, and then you can add your mates in, have little chats, your other friends can get their audio notes in. In this instant, you guys are my friends. So for example, this weekend, Saturday, 7 PM UK time, myself and Joe will be going live again to discuss all things Leicester Man United. We'll be reacting to this game, looking over some of the Premier League stuff, and you guys can get involved. So what you do is you download the app, sign up, free, as I said, and then you join the shows as they go on. You got the likes of me, Filthy Fellas, Rory, loads of other people over there. You can send your audio notes in to help shape the show, or just get your thoughts in on whatever the topics are, ask questions, whatever. It's really, really good. So get using the link in the description below to download the app. And look, I've spoken to you about it. I've told you what to expect, but here's a little preview.
Hey Adam, hey Rory, I hope you're doing well. If you had a chance to have Mbappe or Haaland in your team, who would you rather have and why?
See, that's what we like. What a respectful, lovely, insightful football comment. That is a genuinely solid question for a debate, isn't it? Who would you prefer out of the two?
It's a difficult one because they're both so good. I would go with Kylian Mbappe just because, and I think goals-wise, you probably get more from Haaland, but I find Mbappe's better to watch. So it's from a watching perspective. I think they're both going to be right up there.
So there you have it. Looks fun, doesn't it? Stereo. Make sure you're downloading it. Link in the description below. As I said, it's free. Get involved with it. And maybe I'll be jumping into some of your shows and leaving some of my own audio notes to shake things up in there. But make sure you're downloading the app, stereo.com/AdamMcKola, and I'll see you over there on Saturday for a little chinwag about hopefully Man United going through in the Europa League and a game against Leicester that's coming up. A massive game in the Cup. So make sure you're checking it out over on Stereo. But for now, let's get stuck into the rest of this preview. So Manchester United come into this game against AC Milan with some early team news coming through. And it really is good team news. We got to see Donny van de Beek, Edinson Cavani, Paul Pogba in training yesterday for Manchester United. That is such good news, isn't it? Seeing them guys in training together. We had to see them back at some point, and they've all come together. It's like a how's Van de Beek feeling right now? He hasn't been able to get into the team all season because of Paul Pogba and Bruno Fernandes. Paul Pogba gets injured. Donny van de Beek gets injured. Donny van de Beek comes back. Paul Pogba comes back. So Pogba just following him around. Can't give him a break. Can't let him get an opportunity in the team. Poor Donny van de Beek, but it's great to have them all back in training. It'll be a timely boost to the rest of the squad. It's been a little bit flat over the last couple of weeks, especially when you look at the creation of chances in games. Obviously, excluding that game against Manchester City, we haven't looked particularly good over the last couple of weeks. And bringing in the likes of Van de Beek, Cavani, Pogba, who are hopefully freshened up by the fact that they've not been playing over the last couple of weeks because they've been injured, and can come in and give us some energy. Give us some of that stuff in the midfield and in the attacking positions, because we really do miss him. We really miss Paul Pogba for sure. Obviously, Donny van der Beek. I did a video on Donny van der Beek's future at United yesterday, and we looked at the stats on, you know, how much he's played and how little he's played rather, and he's not played enough. But that injury hasn't helped either. And getting him back in training now for the business end of the season, this is really what we need to do. And hopefully we don't have any more injuries coming up. You know, anyone else dropping out of the team with a little niggle here and there, because business end of the season, couple of trophies to play for, you know, still all to go in the Premier League. All right, not top spot, but nevertheless, you know, we could have a real good end to the season, but the way the last couple of weeks have been, it's in danger of fizzling out if we play like that, or we continue to play like that. So we need to really switch it on in this game. And in these next couple of weeks, Leicester at the weekend, and then after the international break, Premier League football returns, we need to be at it and getting these guys back into the mix, getting some of that competition going in the team again, and hopefully getting some of those tired legs freshened up with new, fresh legs like the likes of Van der Beek, Cavani and Pogba. Might have to say it again for that. For AC Milan, on the other hand, Maldini, Mandzukic and Romagnoli are out for them, but Zlatan Ibrahimovic, 6'5", you know the drill, you know the chant. Zlatan Ibrahimovic could return to face Manchester United, and you know what an incredible time he's had at AC Milan. He's forced his way back into the national team, which is incredible when you consider his age, and he's scoring goals for fun over there. I was gutted to see Zlatan leave Manchester United the way he left Manchester United. Really gutted, because I was a big fan of his. And when he left without really getting to say goodbye, without really being able to do it at the level he did, because he got that injury, didn't he? And then I know he stayed for a bit after that, but it was never the same after that injury. And I thought MLS probably, you know, fizzle out there, go to another feud, maybe China or something like that. But to be able to go to AC Milan, play in the Serie A, and look, AC Milan, I know they're not at the top of the league like they were earlier in the campaign, but, you know, second spot, third spot even for AC Milan, get them back into the Champions League, like, that would be massive for Zlatan Ibrahimovic. And I think he's just proving how good he is and how much of a legend he is. Look, never quite been Ronaldo, Messi level. Not many players will be Ronaldo, Messi level. But he's always been in that group just below him. Always. An incredible striker over the years, and one that could come back to haunt us in the Europa League, although I hope not. Someone that was pretty good for Milan in that leg at Old Trafford was Kessie. We never really got a hold of him. And it's so important that we strengthen up our midfield area. And that's why I'm buzzing about the fact that Paul Pogba is returning. If you can start him, you should start Paul Pogba in this game. So important to us. So important to us. When Bruno Fernandes came to Manchester United, and I understood it, because there was a lot of doubts about whether Paul Pogba wanted to be here or not. I got it. But Paul Pogba came in for a lot of criticism about how he wasn't Bruno Fernandes. But what we're seeing now is that, you know, players will fizzle out. You need to keep the quality around them as well. You need to keep the quality around them. And Paul Pogba will bring the best out of Bruno, and Bruno will bring the best out of Paul Pogba. They're two players that you can tell enjoy playing with each other. And I can't wait to see them both back on the pitch together. We just need a number 6, someone like Kessie even, to just sit in that midfield. Just sit in that midfield and let the boys do their work. We haven't quite got that 6 yet, which is a shame. And it's something that we need to sort out for next summer. But getting Paul Pogba in that midfield is massively important. So getting a hold of the likes of Kessie as well, not letting them have the freedom of the pitch. Look, I think United were probably a little bit sprung by surprise by AC Milan in the first leg, and we'll know a little bit more about them in this second leg, and maybe be able to lock them off a little bit, and then with the addition of Pogba, break them down. I'm feeling a lot more confident about this game now that I've seen Pogba, Cavani and Van der Beek in training, that's for sure. Because I was coming into this one feeling like a dead man walking like the Undertaker. Seriously. I felt like we were just going to get knocked out. And look, in the Europa League, I'm not going to lie, it doesn't really bother me that much. It feels like the League Cup almost. Like, you always hurts more to get knocked out the FA Cup than the Carabao Cup. Do you know what I mean? And because we've been knocked out of the Champions League, like, you can't hurt me in this competition anymore. But, yeah, we need to keep a hold of them types of players, Kesse. And if Zlatan starts, be a big, big battle for Harry Maguire, who I think's looked pretty good in the last couple of games, looked good at the weekend as well. And hopefully he keeps that up. He'd have to keep it up. Bailly Zlatan though. Bailly against Zlatan. Oh my God, I need to see that. I want to see. Solskjaer, you better start Bailly, mate. You better start Bailly. You don't want to see Bailly Zlatan? Everyone wants to see them go up against each other. Oh man. Bailly probably do some mental shit like kick him. Oh God. How important is the Europa League this year as well? It's a bit of a weird one, isn't it? Like, is it that important? Like, we're going to get Champions League football through the league. Like, should we be going all out for this? Will it be too detrimental to our domestic campaign? Look, I think when you get to this point in the season, you want to win every competition. But we do need to be able to rotate as well. And that's been the frustrating thing about having no Donny van der Beek, no Pogba. The lack of rotation options in midfield hasn't been there. We can't keep relying on Bruno Fernandes to play Thursday, Sunday, Thursday, Sunday. Like, you can't do that to him. You just can't do that to him with the way the fixtures are coming. That's why I've always felt the Europa League might be a step too far in this campaign. So we do definitely, you know, need to change things up. Need to utilise that squad. Start Amad Diallo maybe. Who knows? Anyway, talking about starting players. Here's my predicted 11. Dean Henderson in goal. Then we've gone with Aaron Wan-Bissaka, obviously, Maguire and Eric Bailly, because we all need to see Bailly against Zlatan. Left back Luke Shaw. Midfield McTominay, Pogba for me. Ahead of them, you got Bruno, obviously. Rashford on the left. Amad on the right. Cavani or Martial through the middle. If Martial's fit, go with Martial because he's played more recently, so he'd be sharper. Cavani's just turned to training yesterday, then I imagine it will be Martial. But if Cavani is fit to play him. It's that simple. It is that simple. Cavani's Zlatan on the pitch. Oh man. Bailly against Zlatan. Did I say that again? I need to see that. If I don't get to see that, I'm going to be so gutted. I'm not even going to watch the game. Now this is obviously a weird one with this, because AC Milan, you look at them and you think, wow, what a club. Big boys. You know what I mean? Big, big, big daddies, mate. But obviously not in the recent years. Have they been that club? Not been in the Champions League for a while. Lost against Napoli at the weekend and fallen away in the title race. But like I was saying earlier, the likes of Zlatan, the likes of Kesse, the likes of, you know, those guys have helped AC Milan boost themselves back into Champions League recognition this season. And they will be looking to win a trophy. They will be looking to cap off a season for them with silverware. Those are the demands at AC Milan. So this game will be very, very difficult. Really difficult. We've already seen the first leg how difficult that was. I am hoping though, with our away form, with the way AC Milan will want to come at us, they'll probably be left confident by the last leg. I think we'll be able to hit them on the counter-attack. Paul Pogba to be the difference. Paul Pogba to be the man of the match. And Manchester United to win 2-1 and go through. That's my prediction. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Make sure you're keeping it locked. And, of course, make sure you are downloading Stereo. The link in the description below. Stereo.com/AdamMcKola. And, of course, we will be live over the weekend. And maybe even before that as well. But you can already subscribe and get yourself ready. Get your reminders set for that show. But make sure you're downloading Stereo. Thank you to Stereo for sponsoring the show as well. I appreciate those guys as always, and make sure you're joining me live on the weekend. But for now, get your comments in the comments below. I have been AdamMcKola. This has been the preview for AC Milan against Manchester United. For now, I'm out of here.